Hi, I'm Winter Blaze, and today I'm going to tell you why Ancestral Guardian Barbarian and Echo Knight Fighter are perfect together for a multi-class. And starting right off the bat, you can do this build with Goliath, the Dragonborn, or Variant Human pretty easily. Because the main thing you want to do is have your Strength and Constitution both be at 16 at level 1. And the lore implications for this build is that this character is learning to channel their spirit when they fight, for when they eventually get their 3rd level in Echo Knight, they can actually fight alongside their inner spirit. And with that being said, you're going to take your first 3 levels into Echo Knight Fighter, and your fighting style is going to be 2-weapon fighting. So you'll have your main and offhand attack with your regular attacks, and you'll have the additional attack from your Echo Knight from the 3rd level ability. And you'll be able to use this additional attack 3 times because of the Unleash Incarnation ability going off of your Constitution modifier, which will be a +3 if it's 16. And now that we have the first 3 levels of Fighter out of the way, you're going to dump your next 3 levels straight into Barbarian to get to Ancestral Guardian. And the cool thing lore-wise that you can do with the next 3 levels of Barbarian is that not only can you master your spirit, but those who came before you in your bloodline or your clan also learned how to do it, and their spirits are there to protect you and your allies. And at a total character level of 6, this is when this build really starts to ramp up. Because of your Ancestral Guardians, when you go into your rage and you hit that first creature, that creature has disadvantage attacks against your allies, and if they do damage against them, it's also resisted. So this build kind of forces your enemies to go after you, who has a larger HP pool, and you're also still resistant to damage, but you're also dealing additional rage damage with your 3 attacks. At level 6, while raging, you're going to have +5 damage on each of those attacks for your main hand, your offhand, and then your Unleash Incarnation attack as well. And on top of that, if you take the next 2 levels going into Fighter, you can pick up your extra attack and have 4 attacks. So if you're the kind of player who likes to add more flat damage to their attacks than rolled dice, you can add an additional total of 20 flat damage between all 4 of your attacks with your rage and your ability modifier. And here's the thing too about this multi-class, there is a lot of really awesome roleplay opportunities with this as well. Because you could be this warrior that learned about his clan or his people, and he is conversing with them on how to control these abilities and hone himself. And ultimately, you could roleplay this multi-class as someone who is not only fiercely protective of his family, but his allies as well. So in closing, you have a powerful martial class that not only has damage mitigation for themselves, but also for their allies because of their abilities. And with your additional flat damage, you're doing a significant amount of damage to your enemies and keeping them busy while you keep your allies safe. Lastly, by the way, picking up Sentinel or Tough for this for your first feat for this multiclass works out extremely well for either. If you have any questions or comments about this build, make sure to let me know down below. I'm a Winter Blaze, and I'll see you next time.